If you are truly serious about achieving success, the first step is to stop watching other people's lives. It's all too common to compare accomplishments, lifestyles, and timelines, wondering why you haven't yet achieved what you desire. But every second spent looking outward is a second lost in building your own path. The truth is simple. Focusing on others leads to distraction, while focusing on yourself leads to direction. The moment you stop racing against other people's timelines and begin investing fully in your own journey, everything changes. Success doesn't come from comparison. It is born from clarity, discipline, and the unwavering work that drives real progress. In a few moments, I'll share with you the internal shifts that separate those who get lost observing others from those who commit entirely to their own development. You'll learn how to silence comparisons, quiet the noise of external opinions, and train your mind to stay centered, even in a world full of distractions. Imagine just for a moment, standing at the center of your own universe. Everything that happens around you, every goal you pursue, every vision you hold, it all begins with you. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a powerful truth. Your life unfolds according to the commands you give your mind. But for that to happen, you must first take control of it. I've spent my life studying the minds of some of the most successful individuals in history: industrialists, inventors, presidents, philosophers. And they all had one thing in common. They did not begin their journey with wealth or privilege, but with a clear sense of purpose and an unshakable belief in their potential. They each made a decision to become the master of their destiny. Take Andrew Carnegie, for example. Born in poverty in a small Scottish cottage, he arrived in America with no wealth, no family connections, and no formal education. But what he did possess was a burning vision, a desire so intense it couldn't be extinguished by circumstance. Carnegie understood something most people never realize. The greatest limitations in life are not external. They are the ones we place on our own thinking. He didn't waste time comparing himself to others. He didn't envy those who came before him or feel intimidated by those with more education or resources. Instead, he turned inward. He studied himself, mastered his thoughts, and directed all his mental and physical energy toward the vision he had chosen. He stood firm at the center of his own universe and made the world adjust to him. That is the lesson I want you to embrace. Stop looking sideways. The success of your neighbor, the promotions of your colleagues, the achievements of your friends, the praise others receive, none of it defines your potential. You're not here to live someone else's dream, but to awaken your own. Every time you compare your progress to someone else's, you hand away a piece of your power. You shift the center of your universe outside of yourself. And when your focus drifts from your inner world, your thoughts scatter, your actions become reactive, and your results inconsistent. This is not just a harmless habit, it's a trap. One that steals your clarity, your confidence, and your direction. You must reclaim control of your mind and believe, with absolute conviction, that your ideas, values, and dreams matter. More than external opinions, more than current results, more than fear or doubt. Because when you act from this inner center, life doesn't just happen to you, it happens for you. Your thoughts become clear, your vision sharpens, your actions align with a purpose, and the universe, however mysterious, begins to respond. Every great change starts from the inside out. Every success is first created in the invisible realm of thought. Before a skyscraper rises, a blueprint is drawn. Before a fortune is made, a vision is formed. And before a person becomes, they must discipline their thinking. So I ask you, what is the vision you carry inside? What idea burns so intensely in your heart that you can't ignore it? Don't ask if it's possible. Ask if it's yours. If it is truly yours, then stop waiting for permission, signs, or comparisons. Take command of your inner world and declare yourself the master of your destiny. You're not here to copy anyone. You are here to create. The greatest minds in history didn't rise by following others. They rose by listening to their inner voice. That voice has always been with you, quietly waiting for you to listen. Stand firm. Look inward. Begin building the one life only you can create. Never forget, you are the center of your universe. Believing in yourself isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. Those who have reached the greatest heights and left a lasting legacy all shared one extraordinary quality, an unshakable belief in themselves. This belief wasn't arrogance, it was conviction, a deep inner certainty that their vision was worth pursuing no matter the cost. Take Thomas Edison. He failed over 10,000 times before finally inventing the electric light. While others would have given up, Edison persisted. Why? Because he believed his ideas were worth fighting for. He didn't compare himself to those who quit. He didn't complain about how long it was taking. He understood what few people do. Failure isn't a verdict, it's feedback. Every failed attempt brought him closer to mastery. That's the mindset you need. Inside, you lives a seed of greatness, waiting to be seen, nurtured, and grown through discipline, persistence, and courage. But above all, it depends on faith. Faith in your own power. This isn't reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It's the foundation of all achievement. Without faith, ideas remain wishes, goals stay fantasies, and talent disappears into obscurity. Doubt and fear are not weaknesses, they are part of the journey. Every person who's achieved something remarkable has walked through the valley of uncertainty, but they kept going. They refused to let fear lead. They chose belief again and again until their vision became reality. So reflect. What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you're capable? That your dreams matter? That your efforts have meaning? If the answer is yes, then act like it. Walk, speak, plan, and build like someone who knows success is already theirs, as long as they never give up. Don't wait for the world to validate you. That's a trap. Validation begins the moment you decide to believe in your own potential, your own path, your own possibilities. That's when success begins to come closer. People, ideas, opportunities, and resources will begin to show up, not by accident, but as a consequence of your new belief. The great achievers of history understood this. Belief isn't a feeling, it's a daily decision, a conscious choice made over and over again. The more you choose to believe, the stronger you become. The more unstoppable you grow, the more you begin to uncover the vast power within you. So believe in yourself. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Believe now, because everything you seek lies just beyond belief. Imagine sailing a vast ocean without a rudder. The wind shifts, waves toss you around, and you drift without direction, merely reacting to circumstances. That is the reality of many people who live without clear goals. But those who build legacies, the empire builders, the visionaries, follow a single rule: define the destination before beginning the journey. Walt Disney is a perfect example. His name is now synonymous with imagination and wonder, but few remember how many times he was rejected before success found him. Fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity, he faced bankruptcy, betrayal, and countless closed doors. Still, Disney clung to one guiding principle: a clear vision. He saw his dream in vivid detail long before the world believed it was possible. That clarity became his compass. When you know exactly what you want, your mind organizes itself around that goal. The world looks different. You start noticing opportunities, ignoring distractions, and directing your energy with laser focus. A vague dream yields uncertain results, but a specific, written and regularly revisited goal becomes a living contract between you and your future. So, ask yourself, where are you going? This is not a surface-level question. It requires deep introspection. You must clarify what you truly want, not what others expect, not what fear allows, but what burns within you. Is it financial independence, mastery of your craft, freedom, contribution, legacy? Write it down. Do not let it remain a passing thought. Once written, it becomes an anchor, reminding you daily of who you are and where you're going. Make it your guiding star in the darkest nights, bringing order to chaos, discipline to action, and confidence to your choices. Without a goal, you're a ship without sails, vulnerable to any wind or storm. But with clarity, you become a creator, a builder of your own destiny. Clarity isn't a talent, it's a discipline. Practice it daily, and soon you'll look back not with regret, but with pride, knowing exactly where you were going and that you arrived. Resilience and the power of persistence. When you hear the name Abraham Lincoln, you likely picture one of history's most revered leaders. But long before he led a nation, Lincoln walked a road filled with failure, rejection, and pain. He faced devastating losses, business failures, and deep personal tragedies. By most measures, he had every reason to quit, but he didn't. He endured, because he understood a truth that many overlook. Failure does not define you. Persistence does. Every setback wasn't the end. It was preparation. Each defeat wasn't a wall but a bend in the road, shaping him for a greater return. His determination is what transformed him from a broken man into an eternal symbol of leadership. The same applies to you. The journey to greatness isn't smooth or straight. It's messy, painful, uncertain. But it's within these trials that your future self is forged. When difficulty arises, and it will, you face a choice: retreat or rise. You can let the storm crush your spirit, or let it carve your strength. Those who achieve greatness do not avoid adversity. They push through it. Each failure teaches, each fall strengthens, each hardship sharpens. Resilience is not something you're born with. It's something you build. It's shaped in the fire of adversity, in the moments when everything in you screams to quit. But something greater whispers, keep going. By persisting, you don't just grow stronger physically or externally. You grow within. You begin to discover that you are far more capable than you ever imagined. Pain fades. Progress remains. Think of the greats: Lincoln, Edison, Mandela, Roosevelt. All were told they wouldn't make it. All faced trials. All kept going. They transformed obstacles into monuments of possibility. Now ask yourself, what will define your story? Will it be your failures, the moments things didn't go as planned? Or will it be your response, your resilience? Will you rise like Lincoln did and show the world that no storm can destroy the spirit of someone who refuses to be defeated? Don't wish for an easy life. Wish for the strength to live a meaningful one of purpose, growth, and impact. Comparison destroys progress. Focus creates power. Don't let comparison steal your power. When you measure yourself by others' standards, you diminish your uniqueness and blur your vision. Your journey is one of a kind. No one has lived your life, fought your battles, or dreamed your dreams. Therefore, no one else's success can define yours. Ray Kroc, the man who expanded McDonald's into a global empire, understood this. When he discovered the small restaurant run by the McDonald brothers, he didn't compare himself to other entrepreneurs or question whether he could match their success. Instead, he focused on his vision, one no one else could see. Where others saw a burger joint, he saw a global franchise and pursued it with relentless focus. That's the difference. Comparison clouds the mind, it poisons progress. You only see others' highlights, never the full picture. You forget that your path unfolds at its own pace. When you follow someone else's timeline, you abandon your own. You chase goals that were never yours. And that's why you feel lost, drained, and disconnected, not because you failed, but because you stopped being yourself. Your purpose isn't to outshine others. It's to become the most authentic, elevated version of you. True transformation doesn't happen through comparison. It happens through creation. Compare yourself only to the person you were yesterday. Did you grow? Did you learn? Did you move closer to your purpose? If yes, then you're winning, even if the world hasn't noticed yet. Continuous learning and adaptability. Life doesn't reward rigidity. It rewards curiosity, flexibility, and the pursuit of growth. The world is always changing. Those who thrive aren't the ones who resist change, but the ones who evolve with it. Henry Ford was not born into luxury. Success was not handed to him. He earned it by staying curious, by learning relentlessly, and by daring to innovate. He never settled for the way things were. He imagined what could be, and committed to learning whatever was necessary to build it. His success wasn't about one brilliant idea. It was about continuous discovery. Ford questioned, tested, adapted. He transformed his own life and redefined industry, transportation, and progress. That's the path you must walk. Never settle for what you know today. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start declining. Success is a moving target, and you must move with it. Passion and purpose are your greatest fuel. Passion is the heartbeat of lasting success. It's the invisible fire that turns routine into purpose. Without it, work feels heavy, obstacles feel immovable, but when passion is at the center, everything changes. Tasks gain meaning, long hours energize, challenges become puzzles to solve. Helen Keller, who lost her sight and hearing at a young age, didn't let her limitations stop her. Instead, she became a beacon of inspiration, proving that passion can transform barriers into bridges. Find what ignites you. What makes you forget time? What fuels you so deeply that setbacks become irrelevant? That is your calling. Once discovered, guard it, nurture it, let it guide every step of your career and your life. The power of positive thinking. Your mind isn't just where thoughts happen, it's where reality is shaped. What you think consistently becomes who you are and what you attract. Norman Vincent Peale taught that positive thinking isn't naive optimism. It's a life-changing discipline. It turns adversity into opportunity and fear into clarity. A positive mind doesn't ignore pain. It faces it with strength and hope. Each positive thought you choose is a brick in the foundation of a better future. Action is everything. Knowledge doesn't change your life. Dreams, no matter how vivid, don't manifest without action. The difference between dreamers and achievers is one thing: they act. Amelia Earhart didn't just dream of flying, she took off. She pursued aviation when women were discouraged from doing so. She shattered limits with action. Hesitation is the enemy of progress. The longer you delay, the louder fear becomes. Every bold step, no matter how small, builds your future. So don't wait for perfect conditions. They never come. Be decisive, act clearly, and understand that every move, every risk, every stumble brings you closer. In conclusion, you are the author of your life. You are the author of your destiny. Success isn't winning someone else's race. It's walking your own path, only with purpose, clarity, and courage. Focus inward, tune out the noise. Unleash what only you can offer the world. Your future is waiting for the bold step only you can take. So I ask you, are you ready to transform your life and leave your mark on the world?